God knows who belongs to him and who doesn't. And it's his job. He said, let them grow together. In the end, we'll sort it all out. Well, I decided I'm growing fruit. My soil is good soil. Good
Amen.
soil.
Amen.
Many tares, just like true Christians. They go to church together, they pray, they read their Bible. They're religious hobbyists. It's their hobby to look good. Jesus actually calls them sons of the wicked one in Matthew 13:38. They have hindered speech, they can't walk straight, they're intoxicated, they're always sleepy, spiritually sleepy and drowsy. They sit there. It also says it causes dim-sightedness. That means they can't even see properly. And they can't hear properly when you speak to them, the word. They reject it. So you have a plot of ground. I want to know what kind of soil you have. What does it look like? Only you know your own soil. It's actually a question about your heart. What's your heart look like? Because when I said, Lord, I've been teaching that there's an abundance of rain, there's a sound coming of rain. We taught a little bit about Elijah, and he said, I saw a cloud. He said, tell them the rain is coming and the drought is over. It's just a little cloud. That is that big. It's the sound. I hear the sound of abundance of rain. I can actually hear it in the atmosphere before a storm. I don't know what it is. I can stand and hear, oh, there's a storm coming. I can feel it in the wind that begins to blow. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you actually feel this torrential wind just whipping you, and you know something's blowing in. And then you could walk outside. How many of you guys can actually smell rain before it rains? You want to know who taught you to smell the rain before it rained? The same person that taught you to look at somebody and feel their pain. But you didn't experience the hurt, but you feel their pain. You can stand there and go, I smell rain. Well, I can hear rain in the spirit realm. But if your soil is not prepared in your life to receive the rain of God, to receive the rushing water, it'll run right off. It will not soak in. It will run right off and do you no good when the rain of the Spirit comes. Is your soil ready for the latter rain? There was the first rain on the day of Pentecost. Jesus ascended into heaven 10 days later. The rain fell. I love it. Because get ready, guys. It's going to rain. And if your soil is ready, it'll rain on yours. And you'll receive it. It's kind of one of the reasons we begin our services with prayer and worship. Because when you're in the presence of God, things like pride, pain, they kind of diminish and they're stripped away. And your soil gets soft as you begin to worship. So you can receive the word that's spoken today. So you don't get irritated at me when I poke at you. Plowing is done to soften the soil. Breaking up the ground, uncovering the rocks, the weeds, exposing what's underneath the surface. We have the worst and the best soil at our house. Our garden is black soil. But about 3 years ago, something blew in, and it was the worst weeds we've ever had. And they just have spread like horror. Now Nick just mows it. But they have taken over that garden. And I couldn't pull them up as fast as they were growing. And they were just spreading. We're old anyways, we don't need it. We've just been growing in those huge pots by the house. I'll tell you what, You want to know what's under your soil? Is there any bitterness? Any unforgiveness? Any resentment? Any jealousy or pride or selfishness or fear? The lack of repentance? Or the love of pleasure? Or greed or discord or filth or gossip or materialism or addictions or hatred? Uncover your soil and plow it and take a look. Lord, if there's anything in me that will not receive the rain of your Spirit that I've been holding on to, I want to let it go. It's time to let it go. Maybe you've been holding on to it for 10 years. Maybe that person who offended you 10 years ago or 40 years ago still own a fragment and a part of your life or your heart. And you will not let it go. They said something to you obnoxious and they wounded you. Recently I've had somebody tell me that. 50 years ago, somebody wounded them. And so they decided not to serve God the rest of their life. Because of that one person. Because of that one person. Don't worry, they're not sitting here. They don't go to church. They don't attend anywhere. They're too wounded. I asked them if I could pray with them and if they would forgive the person. And they said, no! It's been 50 years. I can live without God. But you know what? I can't seem to pour any water on that ground to get any fruit in any seed that I plant there. It's like casting it on the side of the road, and just the minute I cast it down, a little vulture swoops down, picks it up, takes it away.